Hey guys, this is Mr. Ginsante, and this is an introduction to Alice. So when you open up Alice, you're going to get this start screen right here, and there are some tutorials here that we'll be working through. Very good. But right now we're going to go right to templates, and we're going to open up one of these templates, which is the grass template. So this is the Alice design environment. Right here is the Alice world, okay, and these can be moved, expanded as you want, bigger or smaller. The Alice world is where you're going to be dragging your 3D objects into and manipulating them. This is the object tree over here. So any objects that appear in your world will appear in the object tree. And as you can see, the world is empty right now, or it appears empty, but there's actually 3 objects already in here. The camera, which is what we're seeing this world with, a light source, and the ground, which is this green grassy area. When you select an object from the object tree, you can view its details down here in the detail panel. The details are split up into 3 parts. Properties, which are things such as the vehicle, the color, the opacity. The opacity means how see-through it is. Methods are things that this object knows how to do. For example, this camera object knows how to move, turn, roll, resize, say, etc. And finally, functions. Functions are things the object can answer about itself. For example, the object can tell you how far away it is from another object. This is going to be very useful when we're doing games, things like collisions and whatnot. Over here is the code area. So you'll be dragging methods from here into here and writing programs. This is the events area. This is where you tell your computer program how to react to different things the user might do, such as key presses and mouse clicks. We're not going to worry about this right now. So let's write our first Alice program. What I want to do is bring in a kangaroo and have the kangaroo hop 3 times. So I'm going to click on the green button that says Add Objects, and I'm already opened up the animals category previously, so I'm already in there, and I will go to the kangaroo object right here. Click on the kangaroo object and add it to the world. Once the object is added, you'll see it here. And when you're in the Add Object mode, you'll see that there's a bunch of icons up here that allow you to rotate the object, lift it up and down off the ground, tilt it, etc. I'm going to rotate it. So click on the kangaroo and move the mouse either left or right, and you can rotate this kangaroo. A very common mistake I see is that you click on rotate and you're not quite clicked on the kangaroo, and you start moving, and all of a sudden you're rotating the ground by accident. Lining it back up can be tricky, so what I recommend instead is just go to undo, and it will put the ground exactly back to the way it was. Alice works on an XYZ system, just like in math, so it's important that things are lined up properly. Once you're done adding objects, you can click on Done, and you're back to the design environment. As you can see, kangaroo now appears in the object tree. If I click on kangaroo and I click on methods, I'll see the things that kangaroo already knows how to do, such as move, turn, roll, resize. I said the goal of this exercise is to get the kangaroo to hop 3 times. So I'm going to start breaking down the hop motion and see how that goes. Hop is not one of the things it knows how to do. So I'm going to have to use move. I'll drag a move in here, and when I let go, these options pop up, so I'll do up 1 meter. You can see what your program looks like by pressing play. Okay, I'll play that again. So the kangaroo moves up. Let's continue this by moving him forward. So I'll drag another move statement, and this time forward 0.5 meter. Let's press play. The first thing you're going to notice is that Alice does these commands sequentially, which means in order. It first does the move up 1 meter. When that's over, it does move forward 0.5 meter. In the case of this hop, that's not what I want. I want these two things to be done at the same time. So if I look down here, there's some more methods, and I can drag do together in here. Anything inside of here will be done together rather than sequentially. So I'm going to drag my two move statements up in here. So now instead of first doing this one and then doing this one, it will do them together, which should give us a more realistic hop. Let's take a look. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Let's repeat this for the down motion. I'm going to bring another move down 1 meter and another move forward 0.5 meter. Again, I want these two to be done together, so I'll bring another do together. I'll put these in here. Notice that it's not one big do together. It's one do together for the up and forward, and then a separate one for the down and forward. Let's press play. And there's one hop. As I mentioned at the beginning, I want the kangaroo to hop 3 times. To accomplish that, I could copy these 6 statements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could copy them again and then one more time. However, that's not a very efficient way to do it, especially, for example, if you wanted the kangaroo to hop 1,000 times. So again, you can look down here and see there's something that might be helpful called loop. So I'll drag a loop in here. And the built-in options are 1, 2, 5, and 10, none of which I want because I want it to be 3. So I'll go to Other, and I'll do 3. So whatever's in here will get done 3 times. So I can drag my previous statements for the hop in here. It will do these statements 3 times. Let's press play. There's 1, 2nd, 3rd. Okay, what I want you guys to do now is do exactly what I did, and then we'll move on to part 2 of the lesson in a few minutes.